Houston, Texas, the site where UCF will open up conference play Thursday night against the Houston Cougars. Marc Daniels and Pat O'Hara. A week off, second bye week in a young season, but now a chance to begin conference play. What does conference play mean to any football team?
Well, I think in a way it's kind of good to have that bye week, especially for your quarterback to get extra reps, especially moving into conference play. Houston's a good football team. They're 2-2. It's a really tight game last year against Houston.
You know, it's interesting. Houston's a team that Pat used to run as many plays as they can. A little bit more balance. What do you see of the Houston offense?
Well, they've changed coordinators, Mark. They have a new offensive coordinator. They elevated their running back coach to the coordinator position. What's interesting to me is in the 2 games they won, they had minimum 25 passing attempts. The 2 games they lost, they were in the 50-plus attempt range. They're finding more balance in their game.
They're a team that last year was among the leaders in forcing turnovers. What do they do well, and what does UCF have to do on offense?
Well, they call it Turnover Tuesdays. They emphasize turnovers. It's worked for them. Turnovers are a habit. They become habitual when you give the ball up and when you get turnovers in your favor. So they've done a great job with it so far. They have 13 turnovers they've created in 4 games.
Coach has talked about solidifying the line, offense and defense. What do you make of what we saw in the Bethune-Cookman game that gives you reason to think that that can be consistent now?
The second half was really made me feel good, and we talked a lot about it during the broadcast. We started rushing the football a lot better. Tariq Cook came back in at right guard and did a tremendous job after kind of getting sat down from the Ireland trip. So I like where they're blending in there in the front offensive line.
A lot of football to be played, but it's such a swing game. First conference game, if you win, you go back home for BYU. Maybe more winnable games lie ahead. It just feels like a really big swing game.
It really is, and the thing is that we're the defending champions of this conference, so we're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. A great test for us against Houston.
Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Radio pregame begins at 5. Weather says it should be nice. Little chance of rain from Houston. For Pat O'Hara, I'm Marc Daniels.
Fans come out to Bright House Network Stadium on Thursday, October 9th for Thursday night primetime football as UCF plays host to the BYU Cougars, presented by Florida Hospital and Florida Blue.